Well, new controversy over charter schools in America. The publicly funded but independently run schools that are not unionized. They've worked well in places like Chicago and New York City, reducing the dropout rate and increasing learning in math and reading. Well, now New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio looking to curb their growth, axing 3 planned charter schools. Joining us now to debate, Leslie Marshall, syndicated radio talk show host and Fox News contributor, and Bob Bowden, executive director of Choice Media TV. Bob, why is this an outrage in your mind that Mayor de Blasio is going to strip kids from going to charter schools?
Well, the New York City charters have performed even better than the charters nationally. The recent Credo study from Stanford University showed that nationwide charters outperformed, that for African-American boys, for example, those in charters get an equivalent of 31 days of additional math instruction time every year they're in a charter versus what they would have had in a district school. And in New York City, the charters have done even better. And then even among that group, the Success Academy charters run by Eva Moskowitz, former New York City councilwoman, that's the group that Mayor de Blasio says he won't let expand, even though this expansion had already been approved by Mayor Bloomberg. This is basically a cancellation of a previously approved expansion. So there's just absolutely no justification for it. Parents line up around the blocks for these schools, and for Mayor de Blasio to say, listen, parents, mostly low-income Black and Hispanic parents, we don't care if you want this school.
Right.
We don't care if you're lining up overnight for this school.
Yep.
We're going to not let you have it.
Leslie, it comes down to one word, right? Unions.
I don't think so, because they didn't back de Blasio. They backed Thompson, who was not the mayor. And honestly, I don't feel this is about unions. Obviously, everything a politician does is political to a degree. But I think this is about improving the public education school system in New York City, which I think needs to be done in every city, including where I'm sitting in Los Angeles.
But they are improving it with charter schools. They are improving it with charter schools.
Yeah, but the charter schools do not take care of the majority of children. 90% of New York City children.
They'd like to be there. Leslie, sorry to cut you off, but they would like to be there. Why are so many kids and parents lining up to get into these schools? Yes, they are. Did you watch Waiting for Superman? It was painful. It was painful to see all these families who are desperate that their lottery ball is going to be called out and that they are going to get into this school. Bob?
Yeah, there's no question about it. The parents are lining up, like I said, for these schools. And, you know, Mayor de Blasio is on shaky ground. Yes, it's true that right now only 5% or so of New York City kids are in charters, but that's because they haven't let charters grow. They're actually, as I just pointed out, stopping growth of charters because they don't want the competition. Charters spend less per student than traditional district schools and are doing better, particularly in New York
City. And they base teachers on merit. Leslie, is it not criminal to take away a parent's choice, especially an underprivileged family's choice?
I don't think that parents' choices should be taken away. As a parent of a 5- and 6-year-old child myself, my problem is when you're taking classrooms away from children who are in the inner city. 90% of New York City's children are on food programs. They test lower. For the past 10 years, 75% of 8th graders in New York have tested below their grade level. They continue to do so. So obviously, under Mayor Bloomberg, the public school system didn't thrive. Are we supposed to turn every city, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, into a 100% charter school system?
Well, if I may interrupt you, we cover this every day on the Ed Reform Minute podcast, which we produce out of Choice Media. And I'm telling you that when you say, yes, certainly the schools in urban areas are underperforming, but it's the charters generally are the ones that are doing better. Yeah. And there's a particular phrase she just used, when you take away the classrooms. Who is the you in that sentence? In other words, individual parents are making their own individual decisions. No one is ordering any family out of a traditional district school.
It's interesting to note that Mayor Rahm Emanuel, a Democrat, is in favor of the charter schools in Chicago. And by the way, 36% of the kids in charter schools in Chicago go on to college compared to only 11% in the regular public schools. I got to wrap it there. A very interesting debate. A lot of people interested in this. Bob, Leslie, thank you.